Tonight, an update on an Amber Alert issued this morning.
And a school shooting in California.
Murrow News 8 starts now.
Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening. I'm Sean O'Connor.
And I'm Yolanda Lee. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
3 kids that were part of an Amber Alert this morning are safe. An Amber Alert was issued for 3 missing kids in Great Falls this morning. At 3:23 p.m., the Cascade County Sheriff's Office posted on their Facebook page that the 3 kids are safe and that their parents are in custody.
The Lewiston Police Department is asking for the public's help to find a missing teen. 16-year-old Katriana Torgerson was last seen on her way to school on Tuesday, October 29th. Last contact with Katriana was made on November 5th in Moscow. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Katriana, contact your local law enforcement.
5 students are injured and 2 are dead after a school shooting in Santa Clarita. Authorities say a student shot several classmates before turning the gun on himself. The shooting occurred this morning at Saugus High School. At news time, 2 victims had died and the alleged suspect was in grave condition.
An update on the trial for teen charged in the Freeman High School shooting. KHQ reports that Caleb Sharp's attorney has filed a motion asking the judge to step down due to a lack of impartiality. KHQ reports that the attorney says that because the judge has commented on Sharp's previous confession to the crime, that the judge is not fit to decide this case. Sharp is charged with first-degree murder and 3 counts of attempt first-degree murder.
We have more information on the death of WSU student Samuel Martinez. Police told KXLY that they can safely rule out hazing as for the death of the students, but they do believe alcohol was involved. There is currently no official cause of death. Samuel's parents have spoken out about the issue, saying that they are still recovering from the, quote, unbearable loss.
During the first public impeachment hearing, the top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine shows evidence that President Donald Trump was asking about his political investigations that he later demanded from Ukraine in exchange for military aid. According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, the revelation came as House Democrats pressed their case for Trump's impeachment before the American people. Transgender Awareness Week starts today. It takes place every year between November 13th and 19th. According to CNN, transgender people and their allies use this time to show up and connect with the community, share their stories, and talk about the issues and the barriers they face every day. Across the country, communities hold different events and activities that are open to the public for people to learn.
An Idaho man who offers money for people to bring him their assault rifles to be destroyed has his first participant. Stan Smith of Viola, Idaho made a public offer back in October, offering to donate $500 to the charity of their choosing if a person brought them their assault rifle. As of yesterday, Smith has had his first taker. A man visiting the area for a hunting trip surrendered his weapon to Smith. The donations went to Family Promise of the Palouse.
Cats, dogs, horses, cattle, you name it. A new local business that opened its truck doors in August has a goal to serve those who aren't able to make the trip to a physical veterinarian building.
Well, we've seen over 100.
Yeah.
We know that. It's probably been about 130 now, I would guess.
Or even over 150.
Yeah, somewhere in there so far.
Red Barn is a service that allows veterinarians to come to you and serve patients like Sienna right in the comfort of her own home. Yeah.
We both had ambitions to be ambulatory mobile vets. And we were like, well, why not do it together?
Red Barn Mobile Veterinarian Services travels a 100-mile radius to treat patients. Dr. Tasha Bradley and Dr. Catherine Kammerer say they want to serve as many who need the mobile service.
It's kind of a mix. So we have been getting a lot of calls from Pullman and Moscow area, but we are doing some work up in Coeur d'Alene too. So every Wednesday we schedule appointments in that area because they notoriously struggle to get large animal vets.
Right now, Dr. Bradley and Dr. Kammerer say they are mainly focused on their short-term goals, with hopes they are able to make the long-term ones reality.
You know, when we opened Red Barn, short-term goal is to just be able to provide a mobile service to the area. That it's a service that we believe is necessary in this area and people need it, and I think that has been reflected in the response that we've had from people. Long-term, I think we would love to go to 2 trucks eventually, so have 2 trucks running and even have a home base where we could do small animal surgeries or routine procedures.
They say that so far the feedback has been great, and they are just excited to continue growing as a business. In Pullman, I'm Sophia Canton.
When we come back, Celeste Harms tell us why a Pac-12 referee was suspended.
And what new recruits the WSU soccer team has.
When Murrow News 8 continues.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Welcome back to Murrow News 8. The Pac-12 released a statement yesterday in reference to a major officiating error in last week's WSU-Cal football game. In Saturday's game, a penalty against Cal was incorrectly enforced against Washington State, costing the Cougars 57 yards of field position in a pivotal moment in the game. In the conference's original statement, the Pac-12 stated the WSU coaching staff was informed of the error after the next play. However, after Coach Mike Leach refuted that claim, the Pac-12 issued a correction, saying the WSU coaching staff was informed in the next media timeout, a full 6 minutes and 38 seconds of game time after the error. The conference also stated yesterday that the error occurred because an official thought Cal was the receiving team. That official was suspended for 1 game. Breaking news for Washington State football, the Cougs secondary will be shorthanded for the remainder of the 2019 season, as cornerback Daniel Isom and Troy Harris have been dismissed for a violation of team rules. Isom was a 7-game starter for the Cougs this fall, and the school has not yet specified which rules the players violated. And WSU soccer heads into postseason tomorrow as they take on the Memphis Tigers. The Cougs are coming off a loss at Washington, having fallen to UW for the first time in 15 seasons. The NCAA bid is the Cougs' 8th in the last 9 seasons, and the Tigers are in their 8th NCAA tournament. The first round match kicks off tomorrow on the lower soccer fields at 5 p.m. WSU soccer also celebrated 8 new recruits on National Signing Day yesterday. The additions include 4 forwards, 1 defender, 2 midfielders, and one of the top goalkeepers in the country. Other WSU teams also welcome new additions to the Coug family, including volleyball with 3 recruits and swim with 6.
Rain is on the way. Logan Plant tells us how this will affect Dad's weekend's game against the Beavers.
When Murrow News 8 returns.
Welcome back to Murrow News 8. It's been warmer than we'd expected to be in November. Let's get into our forecast. See, today we had a high of 50 degrees and a low of 38. Cloudy, a little bit foggy this morning, and this afternoon just a few showers. And the average for today is actually 44 degrees, so we're about 6 degrees higher than we'd expect to be in mid-November. Sun came up at 6:51 a.m. and it went down at 4:16 in the afternoon. That's pretty early. Let's take a look at tomorrow. Rain is in the forecast for Friday. Showers mostly in the afternoon and evening, not in the morning. High of 47, a low of 37, and 10-mile-an-hour winds, just a little bit blustery. We can move on now to the state map. Over on the west side, 56 in Olympia, 54 in Seattle, with showers over in the Emerald City. In central Washington, temperatures pretty similar to where we are at. 45 degrees, 35 low in Yakima, high of 48 and a low of 38 in the Tri-Cities. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast now. See, here on Friday it's going to be rainy, and Saturday, game day for the Cougs, Dad's weekend, we're actually going to avoid the rain, so don't really have to worry about bringing umbrellas or rain jackets to the game, but then the rain will come back on Sunday and continue into early next week. We'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Logan. A group of protesters gathered in Spokane Valley.
Find out why when Murrow News 8 returns.
Welcome back. A group of protesters gathered in Spokane Valley today in a protest against racism. The group says racism is still prevalent in the 4th Legislative District of Washington State. According to KXLY, recently, white nationalist propaganda, neo-Nazi flyers, and a rock with a racist message appeared in Spokane Valley. The group says they did not get any pushback from their display, and many drivers waved in support of them. So, Logan, rain tomorrow, should that affect the soccer game kicking off at 7 in the lower soccer fields? Are we expecting any rain for that game?
The rain's mostly going to be in the afternoon. It might be raining at kickoff, but should probably stop at around halfway through the game.
It's good to know. Good chance for the Cougs to move on in the tournament, and as always, rooting for the Cougs.
As always.
Thank you for watching tonight. Be sure to watch our newscast at nwpb.org/MN8 and on Cable 8 at 7 and 10.
Don't forget you can also follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a good night, Pullman.